Well, I'm not sure how much of this video is saving and how much of it isn't. So let me get in here. He's going to Broadmoor Library. I've been sitting here about 20 minutes. I have not had any contact with anybody, verbal or nonverbal. Hadn't rolled my windows down or stepped out of my vehicle. Have not been invited to participate or testify in any matter. Have not consented to monitoring. Have not been notified of such today or any other day. And say I'm engrossed and I'm obsessed. You know what? I care about my son. I care about our lives, and I want to do things to make things better for us. And trying to navigate through a minefield is extremely difficult when you are forced to play games like this for somebody else's entertainment that clearly does not want you to testify after I've begged informants and cops. There's no reason for anybody not to have just, been straight up with me. And I would dare argue that due to the common knowledge of these events, since it's such clearly obvious that anybody could say, yeah, she overheard me or whatever. People were talking about, people said this and that, and didn't realize she could hear them, didn't realize she was there. I would try to reveal it to that person that way if I couldn't do it any other way. If there's some legal reason, I can't imagine what it would be. It's extremely distressing. And I wouldn't care. It wouldn't bother me if I was guilty. And it wouldn't bother me if I didn't care about my son. I wouldn't be doing all this. And I don't see myself as Ferris Bueller. I think somebody said that to me. I'm not playing, pretending I don't know. I don't play pretend. I don't say that a cough is an invitation to somebody for assistance. I don't say, that's pretend, isn't it? I don't say that a security guard walking out to the end of the sidewalk and looking in the distance is any type of indication to that person. That's pretend. That's pretending. That's what that is. That's not me pretending. You can have somebody do that in the light of day for everybody to see and then say that you can't talk to me. Why? Because you're worried about the law? What about my rights to privacy? My right to be, all my rights, my son's rights. What about all that? What about the Constitution? I should have just gotten up and walked over there. He didn't even look off in the distance but for a second. There was a black truck parked over there at that printing store across the street that pulled out of there, waiting on a black twin cab truck. That's circumstantial. That's a guessing game. But yeah, you can look at it one way and say that, yeah, you should have figured that out. No, I shouldn't have. Why should I think that's got anything to do with me? Because it did, and you should have went in Rome, did what the Romans do. I would wear a toga every fucking day. Maybe I'll buy a toga and just wear a toga every day. To show that I'm a Roman too. I'm not refusing. I don't see what the point is of the circus. That's the point. I don't see the point of being a clown. And I've tried to respond to situations like that. But it's just, you know, so quick and surreal. That's all I know. And it's traumatic to experience. I'm not making excuses. Why should my son and I be written off because I don't respond to stuff like that? That to me is an irrational argument. And that kind of behavior to me is also irrational. People can sit around and laugh about me and my son, but nobody has the guts to look me in the face and tell me the truth, stand a foot away from me, speak loudly and clearly to me directly and look me in the eye and say the truth to me. Right. It's a fiasco. So when in Rome, do as the Romans. Yeah, okay, so what? I should have just known in the 2 minutes that car walked out and looked in the distance for, what, 5 seconds? Turned and walked back in to the library. How do I know what he was looking at, and why should I think that was different than any other time he's just walked out to check the parking lot? Yeah, I want you to spell it out for me. Why is that so wrong? I want to know the truth. I'm an American citizen. I have a right to confront my accusers, to offer my own evidence, to know when my words are being used against me in a court of law. I have rights to privacy. You know, la-di-da-di-da. I don't care if you ship gold bricks and have 5 Oscars sitting on your shelf in your living room. People that want to help you don't do those types of things. It's just surreal and it's evasive, and then you're displaying what you're doing. I don't know if I'm going to get shot, but this isn't about terrorism or what. That people threaten my life and my friend's life. And I don't know which way's up. Why should that be enough to say that I deserve what I get? I'm not James Bond. And I'm not going to pretend to be. Why should I have to? And why should anybody else have the right to, especially at my expense and my son's, and then be able to sign an affidavit and say that I was invited to participate in an investigation about me or my son? What really happened? And how many other times has that guard walked out and looked in the distance or walked around the parking lot, you know? Why? And that's a delusion, right? I have to work tonight. I'm gonna go have another cigarette. I'm gonna go in there and upload these videos and I love my son. I always wanted the best for him and did my best for him. I don't deserve this, and neither does my son.